Hi. Although our producers, Metal and Pluck, may agree with the hilarity that I may say time to time, they are no way responsible for my antics, and I apologize ahead of time. I do mean them, but I am sorry.
What up, party people? This is D Streeter here from the Double D Podcast, a weekly combo between Migos gabbing about anything, everything, and then some. Come get your fix on what's hot in politics, art, pop culture. Well, me telling Dylan more so about pop culture, but whatever. If you love us, like us, rate us, subscribe, tell a friend. All right, dudes, it's time for Double D.
Hello, friend.
What's happening?
Haha.
How them underwear treat you? Go home. Tell me.
All right. You were right. For the record, record it, write it down, put it on your calendar. You were right.
Put it on a loop, ladies and gentlemen. I was right.
Box of briefs. Very comfortable. Don't ride up. You were right about the tagless waistband. Mm-hmm. All right. Yada, yada. Moving on. Dumpster fire.
Yes. You just jump right in there, huh? Dumpster fire. Everything's fucked up right now. Think about it.
I mean, we could pretend like we want to talk about all these things that we pretend that we want to talk about. That all seemed very important when we put them on our what should we talk about list.
So what flame do you want to
You miss a day, you miss a lot.
Man. Say the least. What flame?
I don't
first?
even know. Well, I mean, let's start with the most recent and work our ways back. How does that sound? Because I got a presidential alert.
Did you get the text message?
A presidential alert today.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Literally everybody at my job was like, nah. And they looked at each other like, what's going on? Somebody child missing? And I was like, y'all don't know. He got our phones now, y'all.
The crazy part was because I was in a very small room talking to 3 people. So before I walked in, I turned my phone on silent. And then I heard this crazy sound. I was like, well, I know it's not me because my phone's on silent. No, that shit came through. I was like, oh, no, that's like the Amber Alert sound. And then I pulled it out and I was like, motherfucker. Well, there it is. And then everybody's phone started going off. And then we were all like, no.
Mm-hmm. It has happened.
Yeah.
It has happened.
Right. You can't you can't opt out. You cannot opt out. You're
getting that alert. You're getting your presidential alert.
I mean, I haven't gotten another one, so it's not like they just linked it to his Twitter, which I guess I'm thankful for.
Yes.
But here was my first thought. What the fuck does his crazy ass have planned that he now feels we all need to have emergency presidential alerts coming through our cell phones? What the actual fuck? Should I be digging a fucking ditch in my yard and stockpiling crazy person food? Because what's happening?
Yes.
Yeah, I know he's in love with North Korea
I've already
now.
decided
so
I'm gonna go back to my old store that I used to work at. They have a basement,
and you're gonna get in it,
and I'm gonna be in there, and there's food.
And there's food.
There's food. I'm assuming it was an old department store years back.
Oh,
so
it's probably pretty solid.
That's a good solid basement. Mm-hmm. So I'm just gonna make do there.
You know what Florida is severely lacking? Basements. Mm-hmm. So I will see you there. All right. I just joined your
Yeah, me and you.
Also, we've already discussed that should something occur, really my role is to divert attention while everyone else gets away because when
No-
the
no
shit
action
goes
needed.
down, I don't want to have to work that hard to stay alive.
Yes.
So,
Maybe.
so I'm gonna
he's
dodge
preparing
when
us.
North Korea invades. I'll just run out in just my boxer briefs, dodging
Maybe this is the zombie apocalypse we've all been
in my
thinking that was gonna
unapproved
happen,
haircut.
and he's just like letting us know it's coming.
Maybe.
No. Okay.
I'm freaked out though.
My favorite are the tweets about it. Or
I mean, the internet does good things sometimes.
the internet is awesome, and they never make us just so
It
awesome.
did it. It
One
was
of
like
them
58
said-
seconds later. Somebody's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna turn that into a meme."
Yeah, my favorite was tell your president don't never ever text me in his life again. And I was like, that's my sentiments
Yeah.
exactly. And then another meme was like completely on the other spectrum. That it was like, what if you had gotten that text message when Obama was still
I
president?
know.
Because I would have been like, hell yeah! Obama got me on the text.
Texted me.
I'm Jay-Z Beyonce worthy. Obama on the text.
I'd have screenshot it and blown it up. And
I would have screenshot it
48
like
by
we all didn't get the
33.
same text message. Like we all didn't get the same text. Everybody be like, girl, Obama text me too.
It doesn't make it any less important. I guess that was the weird part too, was because in my brain it was going to be a text message to which I was going to respond, "New phone, who dis?" So I was very upset when it was just the flashy alert thing that I could not respond to with snark, because I was real looking forward to it.
Do you really think they was going to give millions of Americans a way to respond back to his ass?
No action needed. No.
That's why he
No
said
action
that.
needed.
Don't. He said basically,
that
don't
made
reply
me
to
so
this.
angry that if I could have afforded to buy a new phone, I would have smashed my phone into pieces. I was like, that motherfucker must not be trying to tell America no action needed. Nice try. I see you. I see you. Words matter.
Basically,
not falling
don't go
for
to the
it.
polls. Speaking of random things, I was talking to a coworker who mysteriously got unregistered to vote. Right?
How did they find that out?
She was, like most good Americans doing, she was making sure everything was set for the midterm elections. And she noticed that she and a couple other people here in Georgia got unregistered to vote. So I recommend everybody, please check your registration.
No, I don't want to
because
do
the
that
person-
anymore. Check. Like, what?
Because the person who is over that department is currently running for governor here in the great state of Georgia under the Republican ticket. So, yeah. Can you imagine?
No, yes. I don't feel like we don't have to. I feel like we don't have to imagine. Like,
So,
this is so hard for me to not.
Yeah. And then Trump has already tweeted, positive things his way as far as him possibly becoming our beloved governor. So I'm just mad nervous. And this is the same man who just, he's the gun one. You remember that? Remember we were talking about?
Yeah.
He the gun cleaning.
Yeah. During his campaign
that
ad,
guy.
he was just like,
Yeah.
He was just
he's
cleaning
the
his
gun
guns.
cleaning guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The world has lost its mind, its collective mind. Like, the world is a drunk uncle. What the fuck? Like, I'm so, like, and every time he talks, it's like it doesn't get any better, even if someone else writes the words for him, because you can see, like, they're like, just say this, just say these words. And he's like, I am not going to do that because I'm going to throw some other stuff in and it will sound crazy. Like, every time. I was like, oh, you almost, even though the tone of your voice makes me want to murder you, and also my ears bleed, and you just sound like a horrible, horrible, horrible monster, you could have gotten away with just the regular words, but then you said no. You were like, no, I'm not going to do just the regular words. I'm going to throw in my own special words.
Or
Like, all of the, like, Kavanaugh stuff, and like, now he's, like, coming out to, like, like, campaign
from,
on people's behalf.
Let's let them have the investigation and see how the FBI investigation worked out. When he said that, I was like, bullshit. He's not gonna work. He's not gonna. And then now he's on the smear her campaign of, well, girls could, say things about these guys and make up lies. And I'm like, what?
Right. You're the president.
What?
Like, you can't say that thing. You can't say that. That's something that, like, ignorant, shitty assholes say. Like, you can't say, like,
and
like, we live in a country where our president is a victim blamer. I mean, he's a sexual assaulter and a victim blamer.
Whereas previously, our president was he sympathized with the parents of Trayvon Martin, and they gave him so much shit for saying Trayvon Martin could have been my son.
Yeah.
And you got one president saying something as sympathetic as Trayvon Martin could have been my son, aka this black young boy could have been my son because I'm a black man. You're saying, well, girls be lying about me grabbing on their pussy. I don't be doing that.
Well, but first it was fine, and everybody says that, and everybody does that, and then it was like, oh, I didn't say that, and now it's nobody ever like. He's just a liar.
He said, and I quote, "It's hard to be a young man in America. It's been hard to be a young black man in America for about 400 years now.
Since America, it's been hard to be any color. Just, yeah, right.
I'm like,
what? My God. The argument of, like, now I don't know if I can even be in a room with how will I know if I'm safe in a room with a woman? Don't rape them. like I've never wondered if I was safe alone in a room with a woman. Know why? Because I don't rape them. Like, just don't do that. Yeah. You know how you can prevent rape? Don't be a rapist. You know what I'm saying? Like, should we have to not take our eyes off our drinks or carry our keys like they're a weapon or never go out alone after dark or make sure, like, nope. You know what really prevents rape? Not raping people. Just don't do it. Use your brain to control your body. It's real easy.
I think I was watching a video on Instagram from actress Amanda Seales, and she did this video because, she's really a big political activist. And she made this video a while ago, and it said, I feel like people are confused about what rape is. If I say no at any point, it's rape. We could be butt-ass naked. You could be 3 pumps in. And if I say, you know what?
I'm not into this.
No, I'm not into this. If you pump 2 more times, you rape me. That's it. That's how that works. Once I say stop or no, that's pretty much it.
Right. I had a really long conversation with, like, a group of people about this because it's like people keep talking about, like, the intention. Well, like, maybe he didn't mean to make her feel that. And, like, I'm not talking about, like, very, like, obviously someone's been, like, attacked and assaulted. I'm talking about the ones where people like to try to make it seem like it could have been a misunderstanding. Here's the thing, though. Your intentions don't matter because the way that someone feels on the receiving end of your actions is the only thing that matters. Whoever's on the receiving end of your actions, that is what matters. Your intention then or later doesn't matter for shit. And so, like, but why, like, how is that hard to understand? I don't understand how they don't understand that.
You know why? I tell you why. That goddamn Christmas song.
Baby, it's cold outside. We do romanticize stalking and, yeah, that's true. Like,
no means yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she keeps turning me down. Just keep asking.
Keep asking. Did I tell you about the article I read about how to talk to women with her headphones on?
No.
Yes, it was a article written by a young man, 2 young men, about how to approach women who seem standoffish because they have their headphones on public transportation or just anywhere in the world.
Where they just want to be left the fuck alone.
Pretty much. That's what I use it for when I used to ride the public transportation. Like, this is my buffer zone. Leave me alone. Leave me
Personal
alone.
space. Yeah.
Yeah. But they would tell you how to approach the woman, to walk up to her, put your hand in her face, wave it.
Like you just don't care.
Makes, like... Shut up.
I mean, yeah.
Like, it was a very detail-oriented, like, joke about the headphones, like say... I'm like, she don't want to be bothered.
Right. And so when people say, I don't understand what rape culture is, it's like this is what it is. Our culture, that's what it is. There was just this huge Facebook conversation between people that I know. I did not get involved. I merely happened to scroll by it, and then like little words caught my attention. So I was like, I'll read this for a second. And then I was like, no, I cannot fucking read this nonsense. People who don't understand what the patriarchy is when we say that we live in a patriarchy, and then they want to like get down to the like a definition, like a dictionary definition of what a patriarchy or like just arguing semantics instead of understanding and grasping what it is that we're talking about. And it's like, well, the fact that the majority of people weighing in on this fucking social media thread are white males. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. That you're explaining to us whether we feel like we live in a patriarchal society. That's what it is. There you go. Thank you. Thanks for the point, for making the point. It's like, it's so maddening though.
It's like the Supreme Court, which has what? 3 women deciding rights for all women. Like, it's like Congress, which like
oh my God, the ratios of like the percentage of the
ratios of men to women, the ratios of people of color, the ratios of people with disabilities. Like, we're not on there.
We are not represented. Our representatives do not represent us. No, that is very true.
And when we do have any type of representation, they're either mistreated in one way or other, or played like they're the bullying someone else. Like, well, they be playing, Miss Waters like that. You better leave Miss Waters alone. Don't be coming for Miss Waters. Miss Waters will tell you about yourself. Reclaiming my time.
I love her so much. I want my phone ring to be her saying reclaiming my time.
Are in my state. Like, is that sad?
Say what now?
Like, all the people I love in Congress don't represent me.
Oh, I know. That part is hard. Yeah.
It's so hard to live
in your red state.
My red state.
I know.
I'm like, can I get a little bit of Kamala over here?
Yes, we'd like a little, if we could just get a partial serving of...
Can I get just a little Cory Booker? No. All right, I'm just gonna... All right. Who do I got?
But now, to be fair, there have...
If you say John Lewis and he only represent one minute...
I wasn't going to.
I cut you. You got John Lewis!
Great, but no. I wasn't going to say that.
But say John Lewis can't do it alone. It's a big ass state.
I know. Bless his heart, though. All this time.
Man, he been hustling for us for a while.
Yep.
If I was John Lewis, I would have gave up on our asses a long time ago. He like, I just keep trying, and y'all just will not fucking pay attention. I've been trying to warn you.
You don't even need a car, where we going, baby? Hop up in the rocket and they go.
Okay, so real quick, because my brain's going in like a million different directions. Do you happen to have any handwritten calendars from 1982? I'm just polling the people that I know.
Well,
because you know who did was my mom, but
84.
she was a hoarder. So like outside of that, I just feel like.
Yeah, I was born in 84.
So is that a yes or a no?
That's
okay.
a no.
Do you think anyone that you know? Like, I don't understand because like
I do not believe.
Do you have
anyone
calendars
that I
from
know.
high school?
I do not. I cannot. I can't even find my yearbook, and that was in 2003.
If I did, it would be only because it was a New Kid on the Block calendar, and I saved it for the pictures.
I held on to my Britney Spears calendar for a good little time, but again,
Correct.
I lost that a while ago.
Yeah.
But it was more for the pictures, if you dig what I'm saying.
Right. How much of a lunatic argument is that? I clearly couldn't have done what she's saying I did, because here I didn't write it in my calendar that I've kept since high school.
Also,
And some anger management. I don't want him.
Right? I feel like he cried, like he looked like a woman in the beginning day of her period. Like it was just like
that is
so
a
many
sexist
emotions.
Statement.
It's how I felt the other day.
Was it on your first day of your period?
It was the first day of my period at work. I wanted to kill everybody, and I
Did you
had
just
to go
start
outside
yelling
and
about how you liked beer?
I went out. I like stuff. God damn it! I want sugar. Like I was there.
Imagine though that anyone behaved that way in a job interview. Because I was watching something on like
You know what?
MSNBC
I
or
didn't
CNN
even,
or whatever.
I didn't even fucking
I
think about
hadn't
it as
ever
a job
thought
interview.
of it that way. Somebody was like, "I just want
is
to
your
say
job
this
interview.
guy's at a job interview," and I was like, "No, no, no."
It's your job interview. Oh.
Yeah, job interview, crying, yelling.
And did you watch the douche flake after all?
No,
of
but that's
this?
my new favorite insult now. Quit being such a douche flake. When he got on the elevator.
No, before he even made it to the elevator, like how he was threatening the Democrats, like, this is what we're doing, and watch out for your nominees next time. And I'm like, what the fuck? So you just say you're going to be popping up with rape allegations all randomly for
Right,
no... Like,
right,
what?
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was Graham.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lindsey
That was
Graham.
that douche. Yes. Who... Ugh.
He looks so much like a caricature of himself. You know when you go to somewhere and there's a
that's how I
street
feel about,
artist and they draw
our
you in the
Attorney
least
General
flattering way ever? That's what his real life face looks like to me. Like someone just picked the least flattering features and then highlighted them with a Sharpie marker.
I mean, from watching all the frustrated video of Graham just...
What? They're also angry. Can you just not be angry? Like, here's an idea. It's not about you. It's about whether or not we give this lifelong position to a rapist.
So red and flaily every time he spoke.
Yeah.
He was just so angry.
But, you know, women, they're irrational and emotional.
I would just like to point out that Serena Williams was...
right. She had a meltdown.
She had a meltdown. But Kavanaugh
not a meltdown.
was passionate.
Yeah.
He was passionate.
Because imagine
because of
if someone was saying these things about you.
Saying these lies about you. Yes. Like they were lying about the Mrs. Williams
But
at the,
I was just...
the tennis match about lying about being offside coaching or whatever they call that.
That was actually, it's so funny that you would say that because I texted a friend of mine a picture of him in all caps and it just said meltdown ! And I was like, God damn it, world.
I know. Where's the Australian caricature of him melting down at the
Somebody put his ass
panel.
in a cat suit. I swear to God.
And I want all the panel to be like a bunch of blonde women or something like they did to Serena.
Yeah.
What
There's no women on the panel.
Yeah, no, exactly. All the women were behind him making those wonderfully confused faces.
Oh, that
I
screenshot
also love
was
those
great.
memes as well.
Yeah.
Even his wife was like, "What?
Oh,
This ninja lion like this."
God. And it's not like it's so like, God, they just are so underhanded and shady. Like, it is not a criminal trial. He's not due anything. He's not. This is a job interview, and people can ask him anything they want to ask. Like, they keep trying to bring up like legal terms to make it sound like he's getting an unfair trial. It's not a fucking trial. He's not on trial for anything. But it's like, it's so shady, and it's so misleading and like just oh God.
I know. Again, another one of my favorite memes. I am a Bernie supporter through and through, but it had a photo of Clinton, Hillary, and Kavanaugh right next to each other. It showed her after 11 hours of being questioned, and it showed him after 20 minutes. The facial expressions were totally different. Let me tell you. For a nasty woman.
For a nasty woman.
Nasty woman.
Right.
Just want to put that out there. And again, I'm not a Clinton fan.
It feels so it feels like almost unreal. Like it feels like how many insane things can actually happen day after day after day. And then we're in the
Chappelle show.
And then we're still supposed to be like, no, that's real. That's a legit government
like literally
office.
All the random skits that Chappelle used to do of him like being the most outlandish president.
Yes.
That's kind of what's happening right now. Clayton Bixby.
Yes.
The black white supremacist.
Yes.
His name is Kanye West.
Yeah.
His name is Kanye West.
What did you watch him on Saturday Night Live? Or have you watched clips of it? Or are you boycotting it?
First of all, I try to avoid all things Kanye since he put the hat on in the first damn place. However, curiosity of the cat, and I love, knowing what's happening in the world. I had to see what the fuck. Because I already heard about the music video for this particular song he performed with Lil Pump. Lil Pump.
That's the one where they were dressed as one was a Fiji water and one was a
Fiji
Perrier
water bottle.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Which was mainly bleeped out the entire, because it's basically the song is, I'm a sick fuck, I like to fuck.
Oh.
I'm a sick fuck, I like to fuck.
All right.
These are the lyrics that Kanye...
He's a lyrical genius. Sure. Go ahead.
Right?
And then there was like I really should have like internet dove a little bit as to what was going on, but there was like a large projection of a lady.
Oh, that's Adele Given. She's a comedian.
And
he looped her into the song, so it's like the beat has her talking in it. So as a homage to her, he put her in the video.
Got it.
But that's her in the video. Is what that is in the back screen. Is what that is.
So, do we think she doesn't think that he's a crazy person?
Oh no, she probably think he's a fucking crazy. A lot. That's the fucked up part about this. Is a lot of those artists that are still working with Kanye think he's fucking crazy or don't agree with him. They're just following him because of the pull that he has, and then the pull that he has is going in such a wrong.
Because that was what was really interesting to me. Was I just kept being like, but who would still work with him? Why is anyone still helping him do this? And not because I don't believe in the First Amendment, but like, with great power comes great responsibility.
Oh my God.
And
I just want to snatch that hat off his head every time.
And it's interesting. So I did actually sort of fall down a Kanye rabbit hole where I started watching like a lot of interviews and stuff with him because I was like, gosh, I just want to understand what's happening. And a little bit, I think, just straight up some mental illness.
Oh, he's off
that's
his head.
Happening there, and he like has talked like fairly openly about it. But then also, like a solid cult, he has me for 15 minutes, and then I go, oh nope, there it is. There's the part where you just totally went off the rails, because it's like, yes, absolutely. We should be open and love. We should lead with love instead of leading with fear. And he says all these things, and I'm like, yeah, but you're wearing the hat of a fearmonger. Like that, like the words that you're saying do not match the actions of the person you're supporting.
The two don't make sense, and he's just trying to get he's a narcissist, and he's trying to get a rise out of everyone, every possible way he can. It's like literally, Snoop Dogg bashes him all over the internet, all over the radio, like he's Uncle Tom and this, that, and the other.
So to be Kanye West, aka a jackass, he wears the MAGA hat and a Snoop Dogg t-shirt.
So do you think it's all just straight publicity?
Oh, it has to be. It's nothing but because
that's
the
so
reason
careless.
why he did the Little Pump video, the video for the particular song, is that the video came from him going to 2 Chainz' wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And he had on the smallest Yeezy flip-flops that he could possibly find for his too big foot. Like, he was literally missing like 2 inches off the back of that shoe that he should have had. So everybody kept asking, like, son, what's going on? You own this company. Why you ain't got bigger shoes? So he was like, oh, y'all want to talk about my shoes? I'm going to be in this video with this big-ass suit and these big-ass shoes because you talked about me. So, okay, Snoop, you want to talk about me? I'm going to put on this. Hold on. First he had on the I'm with Packernick sweatshirt with the MAGA hat. Then he put on the MAGA hat with the Snoop Dogg shirt. And I'm like, are you just want to piss? You trying to make everybody's head blow up. Basically, he's trying to have that Clayton Bigsby moment where he at the Klan rally and he take off the hat and everybody's like, oh, it's a black man. Like, he want everybody to head to fucking explode from just frustration. That's all it is. He wants me to just blow the fuck up. That's all it is. You want me to lose my shit.
It's working.
He just want to choke you out in the parking lot.
I can't.
Exactly.
It's like I'm so confused though, because it's like you're losing the people who have supported you and would support you, and right, but you're never gonna get the people. You're never gonna get the people that you're kind of courting though. Like, they're not like fucking Trumpers or Trumpettes or fucking whatever they call themselves.
Yes, the people who follow Trump ain't buying your music.
No. And when literal push comes to shove, they're going to be marching in the streets of Charlottesville. Mm-hmm. So what, like, is he just so rich that he is removed from reality?
Also, like, why? Because, like, a couple years ago, they hated your guts because you went on the stage and told Taylor Swift, all right, I know what you did, right? But fuck all that you did. Beyonce better. You already upset half of that population by doing that. Well,
and then before that, he said George Bush does not care about black people.
George Bush don't care about black people. So they don't like you.
Right. I mean, George Bush didn't care about black people. But even a broken clock's right twice a day.
I said, yeah.
I mean,
like,
right.
Did George Bush really care about anybody at all? Like, you know, he would just
same people Trump does, the Koch brothers and PACs and
he just want to get
Big Pharma.
Same shit.
That's why I'm so confused.
Exactly. How can a man from supposedly Chicago, South Side, even though he's probably not really from the South Side, he's a little bit too preppy, but whatevs. Take this man's side. Walk around in this hat. By the way, tell him to get you a new hat if you go keep wearing this hat, because this hat is broken down and busted.
Maybe that's part of it.
The whole front of it needs a new front. Like, it's just the saddest MAGA hat ever. If you're going to purchase these hats, get a good one. I just don't understand. You're going to wear it, at least, make it look good. Fashionable, maybe.
On the Saturday Night Live performance, he was dressed as a bottle of Perrier water. And the other guy was dressed as a bottle of Fiji water. And then they made some couple of references about drinking sparkling or still water. But
yeah, it's supposed to be like, you can't be bougie.
I don't know either. But then I was like, maybe it's like a artistic statement about like colonization and stuff. Because like one is French and then the other.
See, you one of them people. You trying to make it make sense. It don't make sense because it don't make sense. Don't try to make it make sense. He crazy.
I know, but then sometimes when he talks, though, his words don't sound that crazy. And he sounds like...
Hey, Didn't you just tell me a broken clock?
I know. It's like it's very hard for my brain though. Most of I just want to be like, no, you're all the time crazy, and then just be done with it. But then every now and then I'm like, I hate that he just said something that made sense. What if we're all just being played by the Kanye? I don't know, man. He's not doing well. And
like we go change the Constitution. Like he just batshit crazy.
oh fuck, I forgot he said that. Yeah, no, he's just full crazy.
Well, I mean, this is after slavery was a choice. Don't forget he said that shit too.
He also, you know what else he did was referred to the president as a player. When somebody, I don't remember what interview it was, but they were like, "Oh, were you a little bit nervous when he's married to a Kardashian, right? Kim." Okay.
Yeah. Look at you knowing people.
Kim. She went to the
the main one.
She went to the White House to try to talk to him about, I don't know, prisoners' rights or something weird. I was like, what is happening there?
And
then they said, were you a little bit nervous?
Weird.
And he laughed and he was like, I know, because he is a player. And I was like, do you mean a rapist? Because grabbing people by the pussy and then kissing them without their consent doesn't make you a player. Yeah, gross. Fuck.
Yeah.
And then what was she doing there? Like, I'm so confused by the world.
Let me start by saying,
I appreciate the work that Miss Kardashian is doing to release prisoners that should have never went to jail in the first fucking place.
Correct.
I appreciate that. However, I don't know how this began. Like, I don't know, maybe the little sense that Kanye still had, he transferred into his wife. Like, she doing something that I hope he would have did, like.
But why is any of them the person that's making that happen? Like, should private meetings between a celebrity and a fake president be the thing that makes things happen? Like, it's so weird reality TV to me that I'm just like, so a Kardashian and the Apprentice guy are making some decisions
it seems
about,
like they about to just, soon as he get done with the presidency, about to have this biggest.
It's just like a Bravo.
Ever. Like
marathon.
after the White House, like I don't even know.
After the White House,
keeping up with the White House, like I don't even know what's about to happen.
Right.
I'm so confused.
It's so weird to me.
Like, we joke now, but he might be filming shit in the White House right now to sell.
No,
later
probably
on.
for sure. I mean, he tweets. He thinks that Twitter.
I swear to God, Dylan, if he texts me again,
is a way to like.
I'm gonna go off
disseminate
the grid.
information about laws you're passing. You can't Twitter a law. That's not how that works. Did you tweet it into existence? Like, that's not how that works. I know.
And every time he put a picture up, smiling, holding that book out like he done signed something else, I'm like, what did he just sign, Lord Jesus?
Well,
what did y'all just let him sign today?
One of the things, they just did was to transfer all those children that they're still holding out of put them in tent cities now where they will not be going to school.
Oh, okay.
It's so much. It's so many things all the time that are so atrocious. Like, how do you even begin to know where to put a resource or time or energy? Like, God bless the ACLU. Like, how are their heads just not popping off? Like, I don't know how you even know where to focus your chi at this point.
Do you know how many times I thought about going to law school since he's been the president? Like 40 times.
I was like, I gotta figure out a way to help these people. I don't even know what we're gonna do.
I don't.
Lord Jesus, I'm gonna have to go back to school. I don't want to go back to school, but I'm gonna have to figure out a way. Lord,
I don't even know what to do.
I'm gonna have to save us. Like I'm sitting here pep talking myself in the mirror. It's gonna be you, Destiny. You're gonna have to save us. That's it.
And it's so hard, you know? Like, I just sometimes I'm just like,
This is where you wish Captain America and all that
Control
shit was
Alt Delete.
real.
It's like reach around and push the power button and spin a gun and run. All right, see you guys later. But it's like, yeah, but there's not someone who's gonna come and fix it. Like, we've got to fix it, but also, how do we do that? You vote? Like, I mean, I get it, I vote, but like, what else? I vote, and then like I go to some rallies, and then like when I have some extra money, then I donate it to people who are fighting bigger fights. But like, okay, but what else? Because all that doesn't seem to be doing much. Because we're all doing that, and like, look, they're still doing it. We're still looking at Kavanaugh at a job interview, and we're still looking at children taken from their parents being transferred into anonymous tent cities.
Where is B613?
I'm telling you, Dumbledore's army full of Olivia Popes. Like, all of it. Like,
It don't make sense.
It doesn't. That's exactly right. It doesn't make any fucking sense. And it's not that it's been great up till now, but like, my God. Was it just that, like, we felt so good for that little chunk that I feel like it's worse than it's...
I didn't even feel as bad as I feel now when Bush was president. Like, this is a whole nother level
I felt
of, like,
pretty bad.
What the fuck? Yeah. We were all, when he got elected, especially the second time, we were all like...
I cried. I full cried at work when he got elected the second time.
The second time?
Yeah.
Y'all did this again?
Right. Because he was really bad. Horrible on the human rights. Real warmongering piece of trash, that guy. But this one...
Fool me once, get fooled.
Oh, I won't get fooled again.
Fool me, won't get fooled again. That's my favorite.
There were really some good quotes. I will say I do
once.
miss him for that. And you're probably too young to remember this, but Dan Quayle. He had some real gems, too, that tumbled out of his idiot hole. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it jump, was a good one. That's not a saying, and I don't even know what you would be talking about. But you can't, I guess. Or can you? I don't know. Yeah. He, I think, also was addressing...
Like, I remember the name Dan Quayle a lot growing up because he was the president when... Not president, but
yes.
like vice president when Bush was president or something like that. So, I was alive.
Yeah.
I heard the name because he was always in, like, stand-up jokes. Like, somebody was always making fun of him.
Yes. And rightly so.
Because I was always watching inappropriate, stuff as a child. And, he was the shit on late-night comedy. Arsenio made fun of him all the time. I know that was...
He just never said any of the right words either. Yeah.
It's just... But even still, I'm kind of nostalgic.
I don't know. I'm like, did it just not... Was I young enough that it didn't feel as bad because I was young, or I wasn't as aware of the world, or...
No.
I don't know.
People weren't allowed to say, like... I feel like people got old as fuck and just start going ham. Even Donald Trump did not say the dumb shit that he is saying now back then.
Well, he took out that full-page ad, though, in the New York Times calling for the death penalty of the Central Park Five.
The Central Park?
Yeah.
Still?
No, he's always been a racist piece of garbage.
He's been a racist.
Yeah.
But
he
has
didn't
not
have the
been
platform.
So blatantly just...
Yeah, I think he just didn't have the platform. Because there's, like, a million, like, lawsuits against him for...
the family. What are you talking about? Him, the daughter, the sons, the daddy.
For being just straight racist.
Just awful people.
Also, he recently revoked the visas of the same-sex partners for diplomats, of foreign diplomats. I don't know if you heard about that.
What?
That also happened.
So hold on.
So like if
if I'm in a country where they recognize my union with my partner or wife or husband or whatever term you prefer, they're not allowed to be, even though your country recognize same-sex marriages. What?
Yeah.
How did legal, Sway?
I don't know. I don't know.
So does that count for the heterosexual couple?
No, he just did it for the
Or
same-sex couples.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what was the reason?
I think he just hates the gays. Yeah.
Okay.
And to be fair, I haven't read multiple sources about it. So I don't have a ton of details. That just came to my knowledge yesterday, and so
Lord, I pray for a sniper's bullet.
to misspeak, but I'm pretty sure he just hates the gays.
Like where is that one crazy? Like you just want one crazy.
Disclaimer.
Yes, disclaimer.
No, my mom had a saying, "Where's a good assassin when you need one?"
Not even okay. I know how they be trying to get you all hemmed up and shit. No, I am not making threats on the President of the United States. However, I would not be against somebody busting him in the knee. Can we
Busted him in the knee.
a little Nancy character? You know what I'm saying? That, I just need, because he old. You think about it. He like 70.
I think he's older than that.
He old as
Yeah.
shit. However old he is.
And
You know
not a
those-
spry 74. He is
And with those type of things, any type of small injury fucks him up.
Yeah.
You take 2 kneecaps. he out for reconstructive surgery for I don't know how long.
What I need to happen is for them to be walking somewhere and for him to have a trip and fall and take Pence out too. Just the two of them in a vaudevillian
Don't they
style
purposely keep them-
oops-a-daisy.
But don't they purposely keep them separated nowadays?
Yeah. I mean, they're not together that often. Yeah.
How do we work this out, Dylan?
I don't want any more to do with this conversation.
Oh, okay. Disclaimer. That was just me. I'm sorry. I had got ahead of myself,
Double
Lord
D
Jesus. I was
actually
thinking about some
stands for
things.
disclaimer.
I was thinking about it. It's like, so. But last time I went to D.C., they had pulled out. No, I ain't going to hurt.
But, I mean, we've got too long
If I go out,
to
I'm going
go
out with a
still.
bang. What's going on?
We got too long to go still.
How long has it been?
Well, it's not till
Hold on.
2020. He's already done this much. He's got 2 more years. He's got
Damn.
twice as long as he's already been in there to Handmaid's
I feel
Tale
like
this
it's been
shit.
Forever.
Yeah. Because of rape culture and the patriarchy, there's a sexy Handmaid's Tale Halloween costume.
I heard about that. And I'm like,
That's
do y'all
why.
not watch this shit?
That mic drop. Like, that's it. Like, you don't even need to say anything else about what's happening in the country if you go, hey, did you know that
like,
they've
have you
made a
not?
sexy Handmaid's Tale costume at the end? That's all I have to say. And if you can't surmise from that reality what the fuck is going down, that's on you.
First of all, You act like you ain't never seen Mean Girls.
I have seen Mean Girls.
Okay.
In
That's what I'm
fact,
saying.
you know
like
what
you ain't
today
never
is?
seen Mean Girls. It's Mean Girl Day.
He asked me what
There
day
you
it
go.
was.
October 3rd.
Gruel. But what does that have to do with sexy Handmaid's Tale?
You know what the Halloween is.
Oh, it's just a reason for yeah.
Mm-hmm. Girls to be
correct. Because of rape culture and patriarchy. Just saying.
Just who I want to be on one of these boards or one of these panels in one of these rooms where somebody's like, you know what, we ain't got on the line this year, and you know what's hot and popping. You ever seen The Handmaid's Tale? And somebody's like, ooh, I saw that. What if we
gave it a good real high thigh high slit
high
up
hem,
and just a low
and
cut?
I know they a little covered up for all religious purposes. Fuck that. We're gonna cut it right down the middle.
It's already red, which is a sexy color.
Like her nipple just out. Like that. What y'all think? And there was like 7 other people
and they were
in
like,
this
yes.
fucking room that was like,
yes,
that's it.
Approved.
I saw that shit, and I saw that show, and that's what they needed on the show. You know somebody did. Like, yeah, I can see that.
I haven't watched it probably, but I would if they dressed that way.
Or who at home?
Nobody.
Or what husband is at home and had watched this show with their wife and be like, yeah, baby, I bought you this. Let's try something different tonight.
Like there's zero things about that show are hot.
like, I'm going to get my friend to hold you down and we're going to do this.
I mean, like, it's awful. It's atrocious. Yeah, are y'all going as a couple's costume and one of you's going as the, like... No. I know. That's what I'm saying.
And
Control
then second of all, I'm going to be a Martha. That way I ain't got to sleep with nobody.
Be the Martha?
Just gonna put me in brown.
Dibs on Aunt Lydia. Love a woolen frock. Christ. Literally and figuratively.
Oh, God.
No.
A sexy handmaiden costume.
I know. That hurts my feelings. I was Snoopy 3 years in a row as a child. And not a sexy one. Just a regular old Snoopy.
I don't recall too many Halloween costumes, and I'll tell you why.
You're an indoor kid?
I was an indoor kid. 2.
Are you about to tell me that black people don't trick or treat? All right.
Black people love free candy. We live all year for free candy. Matter of fact, we go to the good white neighborhoods to get free candy. However,
Yes.
in my neighborhood, we didn't trick or treat there. We went to the mall.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they did like the thing at the mall. So no costume was required. Cause my mom said, "Why am I buying? Girl, you better walk around here and get some candy. I don't care what you wear."
That's true.
So that's what I did.
We had a neighbor. She was weird year round, but on I almost said Thanksgiving. Maybe that bitch got weirder on Thanksgiving. I don't know. But at Halloween,
No, you hungry?
at Halloween, if she didn't recognize you, she wouldn't give you candy. And I was like, I'm pretty sure the rule is not to take candy from strangers, not don't give candy to strangers.
I'm about to say that's not.
Because we had some like out of town friends hanging out with us at Halloween. We all went trick or treating in the neighborhood. And she ding dong. She opens the door and she's like, "I don't know you." And we were all like, "What? Did she just say that to us? Were you going to give us some candy or not? Trick or treat?" Yeah. She gave it to us, but she didn't give it to our friends. We were like, "But they're with us." And she was like, "I don't know them." I was like, "That's not how trick or treat works. You're very weird." And now I don't trust your nutty buddy or whatever it was you just put in my bag.
Now I appreciate that. She's like, hold on. I know how many kids live in my neighborhood. I've only got $27. I have a lot of these $27 for y'all.
No.
16 children around this block. You gonna get this one nutty buddy. You better split that with your friend. No, that wasn't it.
I think she was just weird. Also, one year, I know we've greatly diverged off of anything, but Halloween is one of my
Isn't that
favorites.
what we always
yeah,
do?
it's true. We went to a house, so we also didn't really live in a neighborhood. We lived on like a dead end street that had like 3 houses on it, and it wasn't great. So we would like go to like 4 streets around, but it's still not great because you're talking about 7 houses. Like that's not great. So we would go to neighborhoods, and one house gave us sample size like Hormel products. Like I got a very miniature
I think a chili.
a very miniature jar of Cheese Whiz in a glass jar, all of 2 inches high. Potted meat product the size of a 50-cent piece. I was like, this is the cutest little pop top ever. Like, I love miniature things anyways. So, and I love shitty food. I was in heaven. My sisters were like, this is the most Bojank, ridiculous, gross. And I was like, I will take your single serve Vienna sausage can. Thank you. Yeah. I was thrilled. They were angry.
Candy. It was only upset when you got like
raisins.
Toothbrushes. Oh, that right
Fuck a
there.
raisin.
A way to piss me off as a child is to put a raisin in my bag.
Raisins.
Who did this?
How about pennies? Did anyone ever give you some pennies? I was like,
I wish they
I've had a
would.
job since I was 6. Did you just hand me 4 pennies? Keep them. You need them more than I do.
4 pennies?
No, like blink, blink,
Yeah,
blink.
take-
Like people would drop. Yeah. No,
No, not
that
at
made
all.
me real
No,
mad.
just
I didn't
that.
care for it.
Get away from me.
No.
Away from my space. You know what was a luck up? It's when somebody just said fuck it and left that bucket on their porch. Man. Those were the... It's like, oh, you ain't out here? handful.
I would just nitpick
Hey,
through
boy.
and be like, I just want these 4 kinds.
Well, yeah, because I was always looking for Starburst and Skittles. Those were my go-tos. I didn't
Fruit
really do
candy.
chocolates. I did love the candies of... Let me get a good 9 later, or it was those Tootsie Rolls with flavors,
Yes.
like fruit Tootsies.
Yes. Oh, I did love a now
Those
and
were
later.
delicious.
The way they stuck to your teeth.
I
the-
prefer my 9 liters partially soft.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
So you put it in your pocket, let it get warm, eat
Yeah.
it then. That's a good 9 liter. But it don't make them that hard no more.
I would put mine in
the.
the freezer till they got real hard, and then I would like.
I enjoy my teeth.
Yeah. I enjoy your teeth too. They're lovely. Yeah.
Thank you. And also, I had braces in middle school, so I wouldn't do all that.
Yeah, I did too.
Wanna
Probably
keep my
my
butt in my
parents
broken
didn't
bracket.
appreciate
Yeah,
that I did that.
My mom wouldn't let me break a bracket.
Yeah. I use my teeth as tools on a fairly regular basis.
I do now, and people fuss at me about it. But I feel like I made this claim up, but I do feel like I may have some type of form of oral fixation because I'm always putting pin tops,
Yeah.
chewing on random shit.
Yeah. It's a pretty common one, I
tongue ring
think.
for a second is the thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, I'm a lesbian, so these are all things that relate to my mind. It's like you like to do. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Sure.
But
Yes. Yes.
you know how you look down at your phone and read a text from somebody, you're like, what?
No,
I don't know
not
what
when
the hell
you're
you talking
talking to
about.
me. You get my undivided attention.
He's a goddamn lie.
Yeah, that's a lie. But it sounded good.
Oh, okay. So what you doing next week? If you can get your mind off all the shit that we got going
I
on.
know. I'm like climbing in my bed and hibernating a little bit, I feel like.
We'll see how it unfolds. I didn't even get a chance to tell you about all the ridiculousness going on in the world. The Cat Williams, Kevin Hart battle. Just all sorts of just ridiculous going on in the world. We just dealing with this.
No.
Exactly. I ain't gonna tell you about no fun
No, we didn't talk
Nothing
about
fun.
fun stuff.
Because we just so stressed out.
But it did make, I have to tell you, it did make me feel better. Because, like, I was sort of like a little bit of a ball of anxious. My tummy kind of hurt all day. So it did make me feel better to laugh and talk with you about it. And I appreciate that.
Good.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to say, Lil Wayne got a whole album out. We need to talk about that. New Lil Wayne.
Okay, write it all down. We'll talk again next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
All
saying?
right.
That's 23 songs we got to get through. 23 songs.
That's a lot of songs.
It is a lot of damn.
That's a
songs.
lot of
It's
songs.
been
Is there some?
It's been like seven years.
Oh,
Of just yeah.
that's a long time. Yeah.
Also, I do want to put this
Do
in
it.
real fast because
That's
I'm
what she
excited
said.
about it, and it's
You nasty.
because it is involving what we just talked about, and I found out about it. It's a concert. It's called Protest against Brent Kavanaugh, and it's going to be a concert with Erykah Badu, Maxwell, and Alicia Keys in D.C.
When is that happening?
That's going to be on tomorrow,
So let's go.
October
Perfect.
4th.
We'll get in the plane right now.
It's gonna be right outside the Supreme Court,
God, that's awesome.
and it's gonna be a live free concert for everybody to protest against the confirmation of yet another sleazy Supreme Court. Because everybody, let's not forget about Clarence. We're doing it all over again, and I thought that initially we were gonna go the opposite way because people made the comparison of Anita Hill was so confident, so strong, she was so poised, she was too together when she did her interview to block Clarence's confirmation. And it was like Dr. Ford, was a little bit more down to earth. It seems relatable. She cried. You seem like she took you there in the moment, and still, true. But still, they're all like, nothing. It doesn't matter what you do. Men are just like, black woman, white woman. And I thought the white woman had it.
No.
Don't get me wrong. I did. I was like, it's going to be a white woman crying. They got
She's
this.
still a woman.
Yeah. My bad.
Because the patriarchy.
My bad. And there we go again. I feel like our roles have tremendously switched this season, Dylan. You're seeming more and more. What's the word?
I'm not the optimistic one, am I? I don't know. I mean, I still am, I guess, probably way
And
deep
you got
down.
what, 2 more years into the
I
presidency?
think I know. God, I don't even know.
Yeah. Think about that.
I'm gonna go off the grid. I know. I'm gonna move to the mountains, start wearing overalls, smoking a corncob pipe.
I watched the People of Alaska a lot.
Yeah,
That's an option.
it is not. That
It's
is
just
very
really
cold.
cold,
I do
though.
not already care for that scenario. Thank you, but no, that's a hard pass for me. Hard pass.
But they pay you to live up there.
There's literally no
good.
amount of money you could pay me to move to Alaska.
Okay. I'm just providing you with options.
In fact,
You got your passport? Is it up to date?
yes, it is. I
Just
did
in
that
case.
when he got elected.
Everyone, update your passports, just in case.
It's already really hard for a
rec-
lot of people.
I'm Cameroonian. I told you I've researched my ancestry just in case. I gotta learn how to speak French, but I'm gonna figure it out.
I'm gonna spend as much time as I can outside. In fact, I'm going to the beach tomorrow, all day. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get some
Fucking hate you
hydrotherapy.
because Atlanta has no beaches, at least not man-made or Def Lanier. So
What did you just say?
Def Lanier,
Is that what you call Lake Lanier?
yeah, Def Lanier.
Is it a danger?
People go
Is
there
it
to die.
dangerous? Well, you really shouldn't have a jet ski, motorboat, swimming, fishing combo. I feel like it makes me feel weird when I swim where people are also doing motorsports.
Oh yeah,
But that's just because I grew up on the beach and where that didn't happen.
Well, I kind of stay away from all that. I just kind of stick by the pontoon boat area.
Oh yeah, sure.
I don't get off the boat. I did it once, but I thought about it. I was like, I can't. This is some nasty. Let me get my ass out of the boat. And that's what I did.
Yeah. What else? What do you got going on? If I'm gonna float, what are you gonna do?
Oh! And I got another fucking wedding to go to.
Uh-huh.
My girlfriend knows one more person that gets married. And I had got out the wedding too. I had gotten out of it.
Do you not like a wedding? I
don't-
love a wedding.
I enjoy weddings, but for this particular wedding, I don't know
Yeah, but it's like
anyone.
it's sweet and romance and then food and alcohol and dancing. It's like a rom-com in real life.
Just a bunch of people I don't know.
No, I like it. Fancy socks
No.
and love.
No,
Fancy
and-
socks and love.
And then how they describe the person, my girlfriend is, she's like kind of racist, but not really.
Oh. I'm sorry, we had technical difficulties. Did you say kind of racist, but not really? That's what it
Yeah.
sounded like.
She's like,
So like diet racist? Like a racist light?
yeah, like racist, like
Racist light. Yeah, sure.
like my family voted for Trump, but don't understand the consequences of their actions. Racist.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go to that wedding either. And I love
So-
weddings.
So again, I don't know anybody.
Well,
I'm going to be probably one of 8 chocolate chips. If you dig what I'm putting down.
use the force, Luke.
I'm going to be blazed.
May it be with you.
And I'm glad the bar is open. So I'm gonna be blazing.
I'll cross my fingers for you, friend. All right.
My slightly racist.
Oh.
wedding. I'll let you know how the music is because I'm waiting for this. I've never been to a.
Slightly.
I don't even know how to dance to some of these songs. Don't tear my.
Please tell me if someone plays that song at their wedding.
Just don't think you done. I still remember a little line dance from elementary school. But if you tear my heart, I can break. I might be able to do some stuff. If it's, I'm just thinking about the music selections because I don't see them playing Wu-Tang Clan. Ain't nothing to fuck with. You know, I don't see that happening. But just preparing myself for all options. I'm good on all rhythms. I'm good. Yeah, I got this. I'll be good. I'll report
Please
back.
do. As always, random ass delight.
I'm here for you.
Ditto. I love you, bud.
Fuck this garbage fire!
I'll talk to you next week. Bye.
Deuces.
Alrighty, that's our show for the week. Thanks for listening. We really want to say a huge thank you to King Clew for giving us such great music for the podcast. Be sure you check him out anywhere that you download and stream your music. Also, while you're checking things out on the internets, be sure to follow us at This Is Double D. You can also check out Streeter and see what she's up to artistically, d.streeter_designs. And of course, me and the food truck at Tally Panhandle. You definitely want to keep up with our producers, Metal and Pluck. They're working on awesome things. Don't miss a minute of it. There are lots of new and cool and exciting things in the works with season 2 of the Double D podcast. We're super stoked. One of the things is we're rolling out the opportunity for you folks, you fine folks at home, to kind of basically be a part of the show. You can individually, personally help us do what we do. If you go to metalandpluck.com, there is a way for you to make a donation to the show. You can make a one-time donation. You make an ongoing sponsorship donation. Any amount, it all helps. We'll put it to good use. Pinky promise. While you're there, check out the other projects that our producers, Metal and Pluck, are working on. They tell amazing stories, and they give folks the opportunity to tell their own story, which is really, really cool. And it's really awesome to be a part of. So check it out, metalandpluck.com. Thanks again. Talk to you soon.